I have to say, thank God, I will never be invited to this awful woke fest, the Met Gala, which I think has to be the world's biggest preening contest for the elite. Otherwise, I'd be forced to rub shoulders with the US Congresswoman and Liberal darling Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. There she is, and she caught at headlines in a dress emblazoned with the words, "Tax the rich." A bold statement for an event held by the famously down-to-earth Anna Wintour, the editor-in-chief of Snob's Bible Vogue, where a single ticket costs upwards of £25,000. Given that moments after stepping off the red carpet, AOC would have been quaffing champagne with the likes of celebrity billionaires Rihanna and Kim Kardashian. Is this the most hypocritical fashion statement ever? Well, joining me right now on this Spiked Online's very own style icon, Brendan O'Neill. Brendan, great to have you here. I mean, AOC is now officially the biggest champagne socialist in the world. How did she justify this?
It's so ridiculous, the whole thing. As you say, the Met Gala has just become a woke fest. It's just full of self-congratulating celebs, loving themselves and loving how virtuous they are. I think what AOC has confirmed is that she is the Marie Antoinette of radical politics. You know, this is such a preposterous spectacle where you have this wealthy Democratic Congresswoman going to a party full of the richest, most decadent people on earth and having canapes and clinking champagne glasses and wearing a dress that says "tax to the rich." It is so completely and utterly ridiculous. And I think it demonstrates the hypocrisy, the shallowness and the stupidity of what passes for radical chic these days.
But her followers say, oh, it's great because she was bringing this important political issue to the masses via the Met Gala.
Oh, that's what they say about everything. They're obsessed with raising the awareness of the masses because they think we're so stupid. But I think what this really speaks to is just how conformist and safe it has become to be a supposed radical in the 21st century. I mean, wealthy people love this kind of stuff. The idea that they would have been gagging and dropping their champagne glasses when they saw AOC's dress is a complete myth. In fact, anti-capitalism is now incredibly fashionable amongst the capitalist elites themselves. You know, it's this season's must-have. You've got Apple and Spotify and Nike kind of lining up behind Black Lives Matter. You've got wealthy people tweeting "defund the police," even though they live in gated communities and never suffer from any kind of crime. I mean, it is just this ridiculous way in which anti-capitalism has almost become a commodity in itself. And now, thanks to AOC, it's become a fashion item. It is just so ridiculous. And the idea that it will have any positive impact whatsoever on politics or on the economy is like a sick joke.
I think these moments are great because the media class delude themselves about the importance of an event like this. And actually, ordinary folk all around the world just sit back and say, this is why we're not voting for them. This is why we don't listen to celebrities when they endorse politicians, just like they have at the last couple of American and British elections and largely been ignored.
That's exactly right. And the distance between these kind of decadent new elites, you know, the 21st century version of Versailles, that's really what Met Gala is. The distance between those decadent elites and ordinary people is just completely vast. And it's really summed up by the fact that ordinary people in America, like in the UK, have suffered enormously over the past year and a half of lockdowns. Many have lost their jobs. Many have had to live on handouts from the government. They had no choice. And then they see their supposed champion, AOC, going to this kind of party and making a spectacle of herself. It's actually quite grotesque. And we have a similar situation in the UK, you know, with the Trustafarians and the upper middle classes who make up the Corbynista movement. They're always sharing Marxist memes and wearing their Marxist T-shirts. But if they ever meet a working class person, they're reaching for the smelling salts and screaming about gammon. You know, they hide behind radical chic, but actually their politics are very elitist and often very snobbish as well. And ordinary people can see through this very easily.
Oh, yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can. And you know what they say, Brendan, politics is just showbiz for ugly people. And deep down, all politicians, what they really want is to be famous. What they really want is to be sitting at a table with James Corden on one side and Rihanna on the other side. And this exposes those politicians. And I think it's great because AOC is now a darling of the media industry, but amongst ordinary Americans, she's a joke. Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows, and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.